Stream started, recording to the cloud. Okay.
With my screen share, I'm not able to use the Zoom controls. So if you can let me know if somebody has a question or if somebody puts something in the chat, basically.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that. So then I'll just stay on as host.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I'm going to mute and start admitting people.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay, I see somebody entered the waiting room. We can let them in. I just sent them the invite.
I just admitted Jim Devereaux.
Yep. For those of you who joined, we're just going to allow a couple more minutes for some folks to enter our Zoom meeting and our public hearing this evening. So bear with us as we'll get started in just a few minutes here. Thank you.
This is Pat Beekman. Am I late?
No, sir, Pat. We're just waiting for some people to enter that I sent invites to, and we'll give it a couple more minutes and then we'll get started.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, well, we'll go ahead and get started, and hopefully people will join as they come in. But I know that we've got some people on now, and we'll go ahead and get started with this public hearing. My name is Clayton Voynier. I'm the Director of Community Planning and Development with Richland County. I want to welcome you guys to our virtual public hearing for our Community Development Block Grant Disaster Recovery Action Plan Amendment. This public hearing was rescheduled from January 21st, 2021. A bit of history about Cdbg Dr Funding and this action plan. In December 2015, Congress passed an Appropriations Act through various federal agencies to assist with long-term recovery in South Carolina and Texas. In June 2016, the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development allocated about $23.5 million to Richland County to address continuing long-term recovery efforts related to unmet housing, economic development, and infrastructure needs. In May 2017, Congress passed another Appropriations Act to allocate additional funds for qualifying 2015 and 2016 disasters. And as a result of that, in August of 2017, HUD allocated an additional $7.2 million to Richland County for its disaster recovery efforts. And so the primary purpose of our action plan amendment is to reallocate $1,050,000 in Cdbg Dr funds from the Business Assistance Program to the Single Family Repair Program. Our Cdbg Dr action plan specifies that the allocation or reallocation of more than $1 million constitutes a substantial amendment, and thus a public hearing must be held. A secondary aspect of the amendment is our reopening of the small rental rehab program. In accordance with HUD requirements, notice of this public hearing was provided online at richlandcountysc.gov under our news section on January 20th and in local news media beginning January 22nd, at which time the public comment period was opened. The notice provided an opportunity for citizens to request an invitation to submit comments, participate in tonight's public hearing, and view the public hearing online through our Richland County YouTube channel, and we are live streaming. Residents were encouraged to provide public comments by mail or email, and this public hearing is being recorded, as I stated, and the public comment period is going to close once this public hearing is closed. We will begin, we'll just begin with a couple brief statements on the amendment to the action plan, and then I'll open it up for any questions or comments from our participants. And just so you know, all of our comments received will be attached to the action plan amendment that is submitted to HUD along with our responses. So a brief statement about the action plan amendment. Since the county began implementing the programs within the Cdbg Dr action plan, the county has received no activity in the business assistance program, while staff have identified significant needs in the single family repair program. The Richland County Blue Ribbon Committee was established by Richland County Council to serve as a stakeholder group that makes recommendations to County Council about flood recovery efforts and how best to use flood relief funds. The committee is a team of representatives from local neighborhoods, nonprofits, businesses, civic and faith-based groups, as well as other organizations and elected officials. On May 28th, 2020, the Blue Ribbon Committee met and reviewed information regarding the proposed reallocation of funding and unanimously recommended County Council close the Business Assistance Program and transfer $1,050,000 from the Business Assistance Program to the Single Family Repair Program. Also at this meeting, the Blue Ribbon Committee reviewed and unanimously recommended that County Council reopen the small rental rehab program because staff had identified at least one applicant that applied on time and is qualified for repairs. Subsequently, our County Council approved both recommendations of the Blue Ribbon Committee at its meeting on July 21st, 2020. So at this time, I would ask anyone who's got any comments or questions about the purpose of the action plan amendment or any comments, we'll open it up at this time for those to happen. So please unmute and provide us your comments, or if you just want to submit comments in the chat box or through your email, you can submit those to the email address would be Cdbg Dr amend plan comments at richlandcountysc.gov. So this time I'm opening up the floor for any public comments or questions. Again, if you're muted, we can't hear you. If you do have any comments or questions, please unmute and go ahead and make your comments or any questions. Also, I think we're reviewing the chat box as well. So if you want to leave comments there or through the email address, cdbgdr amend plan comments at richlandcountysc.gov. We'll accept those comments, provide responses, and attach those to our action plan amendment to HUD.
Clayton, this is Kyle from IT.
Yes, sir.
Just for the record, I don't have any comments in the chat box.
Thank you, sir. So we'll be on we'll be on a few more minutes to give folks an opportunity to ask any questions or provide comments or in the chat box or unmuting and being a part of the live stream. Okay, the time is 6:20. So far, we haven't received any public comments, and we haven't received anything in the chat. But as always, a reminder, through the end of this meeting and now, you can submit comments through the email box. It's Cdbg Dr Amend Plan Comments at richlandcountysc.gov. I do want to thank our IT staff for helping me set this up and being supportive on this public hearing this evening. I want to thank those of you who did attend and tuned in. Appreciate you tuning in. If you do have any public comments, again, that email address is cdbg.amendplancomments@richlandcountysc.gov. Thank you, everybody. And as of now, we're going to go ahead and close the public hearing.